Okay, so here's a video I thought would be important. So my iPod Shuffle finally died, right? So I go on the internet to see if somebody's selling like a refurbished one. So Gamestop is selling, refurbished iPod Shuffles for, go figure, you guessed it, $33. So I know they take, they buy hardware, so in my mind, I figure that I can sell them my old piece of crap, and they would take, a discount. So naturally, I'm sure you can guess, I got $13 off a $33 refurbished iPod. But that's not really what this video is about. This video is about when I went into the store, I completely got like wiped of my usual feelings, my usual dynamic. See, my DNA is, my junk DNA is very decalcified, and your junk DNA is your environment DNA. So when I went in this place, GameStop, which I haven't been in, I don't go to any like Radio Shack stores or any of this stuff. When I went in there, it's like I became so happy, and I think it's because it's all like the waves these PS4s put out, PlayStation 4s put out, and you feel like, what I'm getting at is I forgot about my normal problems. I forgot about all my what I'm getting at is like, it's kind of like how if a long time goes by before you take a drug, it's like it's new again. So basically all I had to do, I didn't have to play any games. I just walked into the store, and then my DNA picked up on the environment, and it's like you become euphoric. Not, I wouldn't say euphoric, but just that you feel whole just because of all the waves that the TVs and the PS4s and all that stuff is putting out. Also, all those machines get built in a factory where it's very emotionless, and I became very emotionless just by being around all those machines. So it kind of made me a machine to be around all the machines. However, it did feel good to swindle the corporate world, because basically I laugh at what happened yesterday, because my iPod was doing one of those things where it like the volume decreases until it shuts off altogether. So I go in and I sell them this used iPod Shuffle to get a discount on a new one, or a refurbished one, which is basically the same thing. So it's basically like handing in an old pair of shoes for a brand new one. It feels nice. It felt really good to swindle the corporate world for once. I guess you can't win all the time, and you can't lose all the time either. And I've been meaning to give a guy a proper shout out, and I'll put his video in the description box. I have a subscriber, or a guy I'm subscribed to, both, vice versa. His name is Tonezdel, or Tonezdel. This guy has the creativity that I used to have under my Mr. DKO 9873 channel, which is now deleted like pretty much all the rest of my channels. Yeah, this guy This guy is good because when you watch his videos, not all of them, but some of them give you that feeling where it's like, what the fuck did I just watch? Now that right there means that you did something right. If you watch a video and you get matter of fact, I actually felt high from watching, he did a video with, where he used clips from Pete and Pete with Johnny Unitas. I literally felt high from watching that, and the music in the background was like trippy, and like this guy reminds me of what I used to be before I became dead inside. So yeah, this guy definitely is worth subscribing to. I put my stamp of approval on very few. There's very few. Matter of fact, I can't remember the last person I shouted out. Probably, I think it was Sarah, but she doesn't really make videos. But I put my stamp of approval on very few people, and God, my hair looks terrible. So, I put my stamp of approval on very few people, and Tonezdel is good. He's very good. Like, and you know, it's funny. I left a comment on his video saying, "What the hell did I just watch?" He's like, "Yeah, I said the same thing about your videos." You know, I miss the days when I had creativity. I don't know what happened. You know what happened was when I took those 3 weeks off. That's when I became kind of like, well, I lost my faith in the subscribers of mine in general. I also noticed that I lost my articulation abilities. I noticed Obama lost his too. Someone is stealing the articulation. And for the first time in a long time, I saw an entity at work, and it was weird because I was angry at the time, like blisteringly angry. So usually you don't see stuff when you're angry, so apparently this entity wanted me to see it. It was like a black cloak type. Yeah, it wanted me to see it. And then last night something like jumped in my chest. I'm pretty sure it was Gilbert, because I suspect him because you know, the whole foghorn. He took the foghorn to heart, and he also put his Twitter on protection too. What will we do without him? Oh, you know what I was gonna. Here's what I've been meaning to say to Gilbert. I think you would be so much cooler if you were still killing people and still like a drug dealer and making your videos at the same time. Like if you were like, you know the video you have where you're like wearing the sports coat and you look like you're just got done like doing like a ransom? That is the Gilbert I'd like to see more of. The one that's like being real. The one that's like, we need Gilbert fresh from the crime scene, and not the I'm reformed Gilbert. We need the demon in his element. You can still be a vegan though, because I know you are becoming a vegan, so you want to preserve your gifts. And about the Messiah seed thing, Cyrus King, your demon elder, Cyrus King, uses the word Messiah seed, so that's why I use the word Messiah seed. So, and I'll tell you what I would like to learn. I want to be taught how and why the golden ratio keeps us here in the third dimension. I want Tribune Riddlemeyer or Reptoid Wizard to break it down, or someone link me to a video about this. There is a troglodyte nigger by the name of Dan Winter who was talking about it, but he didn't really, you know, explain it. He gave a very quick, like, definition of it, and yeah, so I need the King God Gutu needs clarification on the golden ratio, and I know it's a Mudvayne song. There's a lot of Mudvayne songs that are like Gematria, Gehenna, Primitive Monkey. I got a new catchphrase, but I don't can't really say it with that much enthusiasm right now, because there's no real electricity going. So I'll try to give it, I'll say it, but I won't like put the right emphasis on it. This is not like the right video to debut it, but I'll try it anyway. My throat's like a little I am the ho-hoppin', goo-poppin', they got serpent stompin', Freemasonic code unlockin', beacon of light. Take care, grow your hair.